My family believed my brother's lie and cut me off. Now they're begging me to save them from a $2 million debt, so I let them lose everything. My brother David accused me of sleeping with his wife at my dad's 60th birthday dinner in front of everyone. The restaurant went quiet. 40 people, extended family, friends, all staring. "You fucked my wife," he said, standing up, voice loud, chair scraping. "My own brother. You fucked Jessica." I was mid-bite. Fork halfway to my mouth. Salmon, lemon, suddenly tasteless. "What? Don't lie to me, Mark. She told me everything. That night in September, the conference in Chicago. She was drunk. You took advantage. No proof. Just her word against mine." Jessica sat beside him, crying, face in her hands. "I'm so sorry, David. I didn't mean for it to happen. He kept buying me drinks. I was vulnerable. You were traveling so much." It was a lie. All of it. I'd never been to Chicago with Jessica. Never been alone with her. Never touched her. But nobody asked for my side. My mom stayed silent, looking at her plate. Fork gripped tight, knuckles white. My dad cleared his throat. "Not the time to discuss this. Let's just get through dinner." My other brother Scott looked away, wouldn't meet my eyes. Took a long drink of water. The table was silent, waiting, judging. "David, this is insane. I never—" "Don't!" he pointed, jabbing his finger. "Don't you dare lie to my face. Jessica told me everything. The hotel, the room, what you said, what you did. I wasn't in Chicago that weekend. I can prove—" "Shut up, just shut up." He was crying now. "You're my brother. How could you do this to me?" Jessica sobbed louder. "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." I looked around the table, at my family, at the people who'd known me my entire life, 38 years. Nobody met my eyes. Nobody asked questions. Nobody defended me. They cut me off that night, before dessert was even served. David told me to leave. Dad paid the bill in silence. Mom hugged David, but wouldn't look at me. They blocked my number within the hour. I got removed from the family group chat, the one we'd had for 5 years. Gone. I sent texts. "This is a lie. Please listen to me. I can prove I wasn't there." No responses. All delivered but unread. Blocked. I called my mom's cell. Blocked. Dad's cell. Blocked. Scott's cell. Blocked. I was erased. Deleted. Like I'd never existed. 6 months later, I found out the truth. Jessica had been having an affair with her boss, Michael. Divorced. Wealthy. Rented an apartment for them. Every Wednesday afternoon. For 8 months. David had started asking questions. Noticed withdrawals. Unexplained absences. Found a receipt. Jessica panicked. She needed a scapegoat. Someone to blame. Someone David would hate more than her boss. Me. The perfect target. Single. Lived alone. No wife to provide an alibi. Distant relationship with the family already. Easy to believe. Easy to hate. I hired a private investigator. Cost me $3,000. Retired cop. Thorough. He got everything. Text messages between Jessica and Michael. Hotel receipts under his credit card. Security footage from the apartment building. Photos of them together. 8 months of documentation. I sent it all to the family group chat. The one I shouldn't have been able to access, but my cousin had added me back secretly after hearing my side. PDFs. Photos. Timestamps. Everything. Proof. Undeniable. Nobody responded. Not one apology. Not one, "We were wrong." Not one, "We should have listened." Just silence. Complete silence. I waited 3 days. Nothing. Called my mom from a friend's phone. She answered. "Did you see what I sent?" Long pause. "Yes." "And?" "Jessica made a mistake, but you shouldn't have aired family business like that. I didn't sleep with her. She lied about everything, and you all believed her. It's complicated, Mark. David was hurting. He needed support. And I didn't?" She hung up. That's when I decided they were dead to me. All of them. Not metaphorically. Actually dead. Ceased to exist. Gone. I deleted every contact. Every photo. Every memory. Changed my number. Moved apartments. Started over completely. 3 weeks ago, my dad called from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer. But it was Saturday morning. I was expecting a call about my car service. "Mark, please. I need to talk to you." His voice was shaking. "Wrong. Scared. How did you get this number?" "Your old college roommate. I tracked him down on LinkedIn. Please don't hang up. We're in trouble. Serious trouble." Turns out David had made some investments. Real estate development. New luxury condos downtown. Sure thing, according to the developer. Can't lose. Triple your money in 18 months. David convinced the whole family to invest. Pooled their resources. Mortgage on the family home as collateral. My parents' entire retirement savings. Scott's kids' college fund. Every dollar they had. $2 million total. Everything. The deal collapsed 6 months ago. The developer vanished. Offshore accounts. Shell companies. The SEC was investigating, but the money was gone. Untraceable. "The bank is foreclosing in 30 days, Dad said, voice breaking. "We'll lose the house. Everything. Your mother's devastated. We have nowhere to go." "That's rough," I said, flat, emotionless. "Mark, please. I know we hurt you. I know we were wrong, terribly wrong, but we're family, please." "Family." I repeated the word. Let it hang there. "Like when you believed a lie without even asking for my side? I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. Your mother's sorry. Scott's sorry. Everyone's sorry. Where's David?" Silence. Long silence. "He disappeared 2 weeks ago. Took what little money he had left, about $15,000 from a secret account Jessica didn't know about, and ran. We think he's in Mexico or Central America. somewhere without extradition. Of course he did. Of course. Mark, you have money. I know you do. Your tech company's doing well. I've seen the articles, the funding announcements. You could help us. Please. I could what? Save you? Please. Your mother's sick. The stress is giving her panic attacks. She's on medication. Blood pressure through the roof. Scott's kids will have nothing. No college, no future. The house your mother grew up in. The house where you grew up? Gone. Please. I hung up. Blocked the number. They kept calling, texting from different numbers, leaving voicemails. Desperate. Frantic. Begging. My mom. Please, son, I was wrong. I should have defended you. I should have listened. Please don't let us lose everything. I'm your mother. Scott, I know I failed you. I was a coward, but my kids don't deserve this. Emma's 14. Jake's 11. They're innocent. Please. Even distant relatives started reaching out. Cousins I hadn't spoken to in years. Aunts and uncles. All begging. All saying the same thing. Family. Blood. Second chances. I blocked them all. I could save them. Easily. Without thinking twice. My tech company had just closed a Series C funding round. $50 million. My share after dilution was still substantial. I had $4.2 million sitting in my checking account. Another $8 million in investments. $2 million would barely make a dent, would hardly even register. I'd make it back in a year just from dividends and interest. But I didn't respond to any of them. Not one word. Last week, my dad showed up at my office. Security called me. Mr. Chen, there's a man here in the lobby claiming to be your father. He's pretty upset. Says it's an emergency. Tell him I'm busy. He's crying, sir. Creating a bit of a scene. Should we call the police? I came down to the lobby, partly out of curiosity, partly because I didn't want my employees seeing this. He looked terrible. Thin, gray, broken, wearing the same jacket he'd worn for 10 years. Stained now, wrinkled. He'd aged a decade in 6 months. Mark, please, just 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking. 5 minutes of your time. We sat in the lobby, leather chairs by the window. He couldn't even look at me, hands shaking, eyes red. We have 1 week left, 7 days. The bank won't extend again. They've been generous. More generous than they needed to be. Your mother's having multiple panic attacks a day. She can't eat, can't sleep. Scott's wife is talking about divorce, taking the kids, moving back to her parents. Everything's falling apart. Sounds familiar, I said quietly. What? My life falling apart. 6 months ago. Nobody caring, nobody listening, nobody asking questions. Sound familiar? We were wrong. You were worse than wrong, Dad. You were cowards. I leaned forward, looked him in the eyes, made him hold my gaze. You let David destroy me because it was easier than admitting Jessica was a liar. You chose comfort over truth, chose the easy path over the right path. I know, God, I know, but please, my mother watched me get accused of something I didn't do and said nothing. She sat there, silent. Then she blocked my number. She told relatives I was dead to her, that I'd betrayed the family, that I was garbage. She was wrong. We were all wrong. But please, and now you want me to fix it, want me to write a check and make it all go away. He nodded, tears streaming down his face. Yes, please. I'm begging you. I'll do anything. I'll sign anything. We'll pay you back, with interest, whatever you want. I pulled out my phone, unlocked it, opened my banking app, showed him the screen. Checking account balance, $4,187,342.16. His eyes went wide, actually wide. You can save us. You have more than enough. I can, I agreed, nodded. I absolutely can, without even thinking about it. Hope flooded his face, like sunlight breaking through clouds. Relief, salvation. But I won't. The hope died instantly, like flipping a switch. Darkness. Mark, please, you taught me a valuable lesson, Dad. An important lesson. Family means nothing. Blood means nothing. When it really mattered, when I needed you most, you chose David's lie over the truth. You chose Jessica's tears over my innocence. So now I'm choosing myself over you. I'm choosing my peace over your survival. I stood up, straightened my tie, picked up my coffee cup. You have 6 days until foreclosure. The house will go to auction. The bank will sell it, probably for less than it's worth. Quick sale, you'll lose everything. Good luck. You're going to let us lose everything? Your childhood home? The house where your mother grew up? Where you learned to ride a bike? Where we had Christmas every year? I looked at him one last time. Really looked. Saw the desperation, the fear, the regret, all of it too late. You already took everything from me 6 months ago. My reputation, my family, my history. You erased me. Now we're even. I walked to the elevator, pressed the button, waited, heard him crying behind me, loud, broken, didn't turn around. The elevator doors opened. I stepped in, pressed 12, my floor, turned around as the doors closed. He was on his knees, actually on his knees, in my lobby, begging, hands clasped. The doors closed. I went back to work. 6 days later, the house sold at auction. I looked it up online, public records, sold for $1.4 million. The bank got their $2 million from the sale, plus other liquidated assets. My parents got nothing. They're renting now. Small apartment, 2 bedrooms, my mom, dad, and Scott's family all crammed in together. I saw photos on Facebook from my cousin who's still friends with Scott. Cramped, depressing, temporary. David's still gone. Still in Mexico, according to rumors. Jessica filed for divorce, moved back to her parents in Ohio. I'm still here, in my office, in my life, successful, wealthy, alone,